Hi everyone and welcome to week 4. So you are done with the first module, aka the internet banner. Now in week 4 you are starting a new module called TV advertisement. You will have 3 weeks to create a TV ad. Make sure you read all its specifications, from scratch. This week, week 4, you are going to create the pre-production for it, brief, technical specifications, storyboard. In the following weeks you will produce this TV ad. So this week you need to read chapter 8, 9 and 10 in your textbook, which talks about distorting object for animation, rotoscoping using animated mask and color grading your composition. Then you also have to watch the 2 lectures. TV formats, art assets format and music import. You also need to read all the additional material links about format and codecs, as well as importing music in After Effects. Of course, as usual, you have to post your work to the weekly forum and also do assignment 6, the TV advertisement. Now let us talk about this TV ad and this week work, assignment 6. Your banner from module 1 was good, but I want more and higher quality for this project because it is for television and not for the internet. As usual, your assignment 6 will have 3 parts. Brief, technical part of project. Storyboard, the story itself with its message. Sample frame, give us an idea how it will look like. Okay, let us go back to each parts to understand exactly what I am expecting. The brief, you will have to give me project's goals, purpose, and scope. Frame rate per second and frame size for project, which has to be one of the TV size format here. Audience analysis, including physical and cultural demographics, design/aesthetic expectations, message the commercial is conveying, who the competition would be, color palette with a visual sample and an RGB value, font name and sample. Then you need the storyboard. This time, because it is for TV, I want you to really make it detailed and clean it up. If you have problem drawing it, use the outline technique I showed you, to create nice clean art for your storyboard. You also need to clean it up in Illustrator and or Photoshop. It is a nice touch to add simple color and arrows to your storyboard to explain motions and emotions. For this project I want you to add more motions to your work and to make sure that you are using at least 4 of the 12 principles of animation, to make your animation more enjoyable. Also, it is important to note that I do not want linear animations, when one stops another one starts, and I want animations that are overlapping, when one is going to stop, but has not stopped yet, then another one starts before the other stops. By overlapping your animations like that, you make the viewer brain work harder, which makes it more enjoyable and easier to sneak a message into his brain. It is also important to note that this time you need to have both a video and a soundtrack. It is important to put as much details as possible in your storyboard, to ensure that your production will be successful. Okay, now that you have done the 2 first parts of assignment 6, you need to do the sample frame. The sample frame is made to create the look and feel of your project before you start full production, to see the good and bad about it. It is important to use proper color scheme that is contrasting for the message and harmonious for the backgrounds. Okay, let us see project main specifications. You need to create a TV advertisement about a product, an organization, or an important message. This advertisement will need to be around 60 seconds of animation, no sex, no drugs, no racism, no politic, no religion. In this ad you will need recognizable main objects, no abstract art as your main elements, text with complex animation, a background consisting of a bitmap or drawn elements, at least 3 motions beside video, at least 1 mask tool use in your composition, use at least 4 of the 12 principles of animation. Use of sound and video, movie clip. Movie clip must be moved, scaled, or rotated. Note, you cannot import the video of an existing commercial, put a background on the stage and a title, and call it your commercial. This must be an original commercial. The video should add to the commercial, not be the entire commercial. Note, the logo is the most important item for the customer, so it must be as clean as possible. You may need to download the logo from the company's website, then redraw it cleanly in Illustrator or Photoshop. Then render your movie to produce an MPG-4 files with appropriate settings. Zip/compress files and submit the zip file through the assignment 7 link, and upload the MPG-4 to YouTube, and upload link to forum. Okay, this is it for the second module assignment. Remember that this week 4 you are doing only the brief part of this module, which is assignment 6. You will have 2 weeks to actually produce it. Good luck to all, and as usual do not hesitate to ask questions.